A very good morning, students. Myself, Miss Rupal Desai from Srimati LPSAVANI VIDHYABHAVAN. Today we will start the poem Win. Now, before to start the poem, I just wanted to give you the brief summary of the poem. Student, what is wind? As we know that wind is the natural phenomenon. In this poem, the poet talks to the wind. The power of wind has been described, and the poet says that wind is destructive. He has linked the destructive power of wind to the life and says that the weak people break down. They lose their hope, but stronger people came out of adversity and make themselves strong. The poem gives an important message that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardships of life. A weak person breaks down like a weak building and crumbles. We must make these destructive forces our friends with our strength and determination. The poem Wind is written by the very famous poet Subramaniam Bharati. Now student will start with the first stanza. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought the rain again. You were really very clever at poking fun at weaklings. So student, in the first stanza, the word poking fun. The poking fun means making fun of something. The word weaklings. Weaklings means the person who is weak. Now we'll start the explanation of the first stanza. In the stanza 1, the poet is talking to the wind. He asks the wind to come softly, so that he's saying that the wind should not be very strong, loud. It should be soft and subtle. Then he says that the wind is very powerful. It is destructive. It breaks the shutters of windows and scatter the papers here and there. When the wind is very powerful, all the books which are kept on the shelf fall down. So here, the poet is describing the power of mankind, the power of wind and compared to mankind. Then he says to the wind to look at the destruction that it had done. See what you have done, all the destructions you have done all together. Whenever there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak, like small plants, tiny children, etc., they all get scared and they can even fall and get hurt. We can say that in the initial part of the poem, the poet tried to refer to wind as a young child. He is saying that it should come softly, just like a small child does. In the later part, we come to know that the wind is destructive, just like a youth, just like a young boy or a young girl who is full of energy, violence and destruction. Now, we'll move to the next stanza. Frail crumbling house, crumbling doors and crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives and crumbling hearts. Now student will have the meaning crumbling. Crumbling means falling or to cause something to break. Rafter. Rafter means is just like a beam which support the roof of the building. Now we'll start the explanation. The word crumbling is repeated so many times in the stanza to put emphasis that everything crumbles in the face of a strong wind. So, the writer is saying that when wind is very powerful, it is very, very strong. It leads to breakage of everything. Houses which are weak fall. Doors which are weak fall. The beams on which the roof of the buildings are supported, they also fall. All the wooden structures fall down. All bodies of people, those who are weak, they will fall. Animals, lives, hearts. So, he is saying that everything crumbles, everything that is weak reacts by falling down and breaking in the face of adversity. So, the poet is saying that whenever a weak person faces any difficulties or any challenges in life, he breaks down and falls. Now student will have the very important line, the wind god winnows and crushes them all. This line is very important, so I just do it separately. Winnows, student, here winnows means to broke grain free from chaff. Separate grain from husk by blowing on it. To separate the grain from the husk. Now in the line, the poet wants to say that he tried to addressing to wind as wind god. And he is saying that the powerful god of wind, winnows, that means he sift all the people, and those people who are weak fall down and get crushed. So here a comparison is made between wheat and people. Just like we winnow the wheat to separate the grain from the husk, the wind separates the strong people from the weak people. When there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak fall and get crushed. So here the poet wants to say that we should make ourselves strong to come out with any difficulties or any hurdles, obstacles of life. Now we'll move to the next stanza. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's joint the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Make the heart steadfast. Do this and the wind will be friend with us. So here students, the word steadfast means firm, steady. In this stanza, the poet wants to say that to make friends with the wind. He say to make friends with the wind. The obstacles, the hurdles in our life, we have to make friend with all the difficulties we come across in our life. He says that the problems will not listen to us. They will come. So we should be prepared. In preparation, we should build strong homes and close the door of our house firmly so that the wind cannot get into. And then he says, we should also make our bodies, ourselves, enough strong and hearts firm to face these challenges. And then once we are strong enough, all the challenges will be like friends. We will not feel that they are troublesome. We accept all the changes of life positively. We should make friends so they will not harm us. Now we'll go to the last stanza. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Now we'll have the meaning flourish. Flourish means to grow. Now in this stanza, the poet has kept the wind on a pedestal on the road. He's comparing the wind to God. He says that wind is God and we praise wind every day. He adds that everything that is weak gets finished in the face of strong wind, and all the things that are strong flourish and grow to become stronger. He is giving us a very important message in the stanza, that we should not feel bad that we are facing so many challenges and hurdles in life. We should make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face all the odds and challenges of life. And once we are strong enough, we will overcome the challenges. We will become friends with them, and then only we will be happy that we had these challenges in our life, because they help us to make ourselves stronger and better. So student, the wind is relate to our life, that we should be always make ourselves enough strong and our hearts so firm and determined that not a single challenges can affect us. The life is full of challenges, so we should accept it and we should move ahead to live our life. Thank you.